Okay, my name is Komang Sudiarto. My NPM 223026. Vocabulary is part of speech in vocabulary. Noun: dog, house, love, and idea. Function: nouns serve as the subject or object is in a sentence. They can also be used to name things or concepts. And number two, verb: run, eat, sleep, and is. Function: verbs are essential for indicating what the subject does to what happiness to the subject. They can also describe states or condition. And vocabulary for parts or speech in vocabulary: adjective: blue, as in the blue sky; heavy, as in a heavy child; seven, as in seven apples. Function: adjectives provide more detail about the nouns or pronouns they describe, making sentence more specific and informative.
Hello, my name is Iko Jemaniantara with NPM 223012. Okay, I want to explain the matter about the English skill. English skills: writing, reading, speaking, and listening. Writing importance. Writing skills are crucial for conveying ideas clearly and effectively in written forms. Practice methods. Number one, essay writing. Number two, journaling. Number three, review. Number two, reading. Importance. Reading skills are important for understanding and interpreting written text, which is essential for academics and professional success and can help explaining vocabulary and professional success. Practice methods. Number one, skimming and scanning. Number two, reading diverse materials. Number three, conversations exercise. Okay, number three, speaking. Importance. Speaking skills are essential for verbal communication and expressing thoughts and ideas clearly. Practice methods. Number one, conversation practice. Number two, public speaking. Number three, language exchange. Number four, listening. Importance. Listening is a fundamental skill for understanding spoken language. It is crucial for effective communication and interaction in English. Number two, practice methods. Number one, podcast. Number two, TV show and movies. Number three, listening exercise.
Hello guys, my name is Dixel Dikati Pratama with MPM 22313. Today I will explain about structure in tenses. First, we have simple present tense, second is simple past tense, and the last is simple future tense. Why I choose the simple present because it's easier to the beginner to learn about tenses. First, let's talk about simple present tense. The simple present tense is used for habitual actions or general truth, and we have two structures. That the first is subject, first verb one plus object, and the structure two is subject plus verb one plus s or es plus object. Why the simple present tense have two different structure? Because it depends uh, the subject is. For the subject he, she, it, that must be using verb 1 that plus s or es. For example, First is I eat an apple, and the last is she eats an apple, because it depends how the subject is. Next is simple past tense. The simple past tense is used for action that happened at a specific time in the past. It's same like the simple present tense that have two structures. The structure one is S, or subject, plus verb to plus object. For the structure 2 is subject plus was or were plus 3 complements. Yes, it differs because it depends on the subject. If the subject is I, he, she, it, you must use was. And for the subject you, we, they, you must use were. For example, I went to Germany last year. And the next example is he was a teacher. Next is simple future tense. That simple future tense is used for action that will happen in the future. The structure 1 is subject plus will or shall plus verb 1 plus object, and then the structure 2 is subject plus be, or be, am is are plus going plus verb 1 plus object. For example, A, you will win, and B, they are going to come. They are going to come. That's all about the structure in tenses. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Iwan Butwira Pratama, NPM 223050, and then I will present the material about the TFL for the beginning, and then for my material is literature. Okay, literature in the context of text types can be seen as a source, object of study, and tool for understanding the various form and function of text in written communication. Okay, for the types text, for the first one, description text. Description text, a text that describes an object, place, person, or event in detail so that the reader can imagine it clearly. Second one is procedure text. Text that contains step or instruction to do something or activities a certain goal. The third one, exposition text, a text that aim to explain or provide information about a topic, often accompanied by the author's argument or opinion. And the next text, report text. Report text is a text that presents general information about a subject, usually based on observation or research. Okay, for the next text, recount text. Text that retells an experience or event that happened in the past. And the next text, narrative text. A text that tells a story, either fiction or non-fiction, with a specific plot and characters. Second one, explanation text, a text that explains the process of a phenomenon, whether natural or social, in detail and systematically. Okay, I think that's all for my material. Thank you.